We need to talk about wireless charging because I'm a little bit confused, actually, by this new headline, and we'll get into this. But the headline, and it's actually just a press release, is New Qi 2 standard for wireless devices ensures enhanced consumer convenience and efficiency. Now, I read this press release, and my understanding of it is Apple has worked with this consortium on a new wireless charging standard. We have Qi chargers now. We'll have Qi 2. And the benefit of this new Qi 2 is it integrates magnets like MagSafe. And so now any device that uses Qi 2 will have a MagSafe-like experience with wireless charging. And that sounds very straightforward, but the reason that confuses me is why would Apple want to just give people MagSafe? I thought that was kind of their thing. So let's jump into it.
Yeah.
We can kind of go through some of the more interesting paragraphs in the press release, but I don't know. You want to break it down? We should probably just start with like what Qi 2 is.
Yeah.
Which, to my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, is Qi again, but with magnets this time.
Correct.
That's kind of it, right?
To my understanding, that is what it is as well.
So I like the magnet part because that helps you. Basically, the benefit of that is it's going to help you align things on your charger quickly. So how often do you put your phone down on the wireless charger at night? You wake up, it's slid by 2 millimeters, and your phone woke up with 12% battery because it didn't charge, right? So you slap it on the magnet, perfectly on the magnets because of Qi 2. You wake up with 100% because it's efficient. It charges as smoothly as possible. It didn't fall off the charger. It was all great. Yeah. Some magnets sound great to me.
Yeah.
And I've never had my iPhone fall off a MagSafe charger, so good looks.
Yeah.
That sounds so like nitpicky, but I feel like there's not a lot of people who went to MagSafe and have gone off MagSafe already. I got the M-Force case for my Pixel 6 and started using MagSafe accessories and loved it. I don't have the case for my Pixel 7 yet, and that happens to me all the time. And I am dying to not have like
M-Force
is Moments MagSafe like case. So I can have MagSafe on my Pixel.
So if you have an iPhone, you can slap it on any MagSafe charger and it will align and snap in place. If you have any other phone that doesn't have that array of magnets in the phone, it won't stick. But what you can do is get a case that has that ring of magnets to align that charger so that it will still wireless charge your phone and snap in place.
There are very few of them. Moments one of them.
Yeah.
And they don't make it for that many models, but like, I just wanted to say that it sounds minuscule, but going from something with the capabilities of it to then not having it,
You appreciate it.
I'm really sad I don't have it anymore.
Yeah. So the magnets help a lot. It's underrated.
For sure. I like it.
So the question is, what does Apple get out of helping to make it available for everyone?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Yeah, I think that there are a lot of people that are speculating on what is happening here because in the official press release, it says that Apple is contributing the foundations of its MagSafe technology, which that seems super vague.
Contributing patented licensed technology?
So the thing about MagSafe is that it's not just the magnet ring. It also has a microprocessor that says it does a handshake with your device and says this is a legit MagSafe accessory. And that can enable other things like the MagSafe wallet. If you have it on the back of your phone, the new one.
Yeah.
The old one didn't have this. The new one, if you take the wallet off, your phone will add a little tag like this is exactly where the wallet was last seen. So if you lose it, like it doesn't have an AirTag capability, but you know the location of where you last saw your wallet, right?
Yeah. So MagSafe is a little bit better than just magnets and Qi 2.
Right. And MagSafe specifically will charge your like iPhone at 15 watts because it knows it's perfectly aligned. It's the most efficient. Whereas if you wirelessly charge your iPhone, usually it only charges at like 7.5 watts.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that, beyond Apple wanting to sell more MagSafe accessories, is that just like the Wireless Power Consortium said in this press release, if you have the device perfectly aligned with the magnetic charging coil, it's going to be much more efficient and charge faster.
The fastest available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's like a lot of people speculating right now as to like why Apple would possibly contribute to this. One thing I was thinking about is I went and did a briefing and had dinner with the Connectivity Standards Alliance. And an interesting thing to me about that alliance is that these are not people that like this organization is sort of like a bunch of people from a bunch of different companies. And it is to a company like Apple or Google's benefit to have people on the CSA board, because if you get to help contribute to a standard, you have influence over how you want that standard to work.
Right.
So my assumption is that Apple saw that they made MagSafe and they were like, oh yeah, we got MagSafe. We're going to make a ton of money at MagSafe. And maybe this will be the foundation of all iPhone charging in the future, possibly. But
No port.
yeah, exactly. But if they're able to sort of like take Qi, which is this standard that everyone's been using for like a decade now,
Yeah.
and they're able to like build the next version of Qi under their kind of like foundational technology that they already produce, it's easier for them to manipulate the spec in the future. And then also like, you know, all of their devices already kind of work with this. One really interesting note though, that this article from The Verge that talks about Qi 2 was stating is that the magnetic power profile, which is the branding for MagSafe, the open source MagSafe or the open standard MagSafe, does not have the exact same magnetic array as MagSafe. And they asked the guy that wrote the Business Wire article, which was the press release about this, like what's going to happen to the iPhone 12, 13, and 14? Like, will it not work with Qi chargers? And he said Apple has not disclosed that information.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's kind of confusing to me. And I wonder if like, I wonder if Apple basically just contributed like I wonder if they had some sort of patent around a magnetic array with a microprocessor.
Yeah.
And then they were basically just like, okay, standards body, you can add a microprocessor to your magnetic array, but MagSafe is still going to be different. And he says like he assumes that the iPhone and Samsung phones and like all these Android phones will work with Qi 2 in the future. But there's no like, it's really vague. Everything about this press release is very vague, which is fair because it's actually not even coming out till the holiday season. I think that they just wanted to release something at CES. Yeah, but my assumption would be that Apple like wants to get ahead of, they want to sort of control the standard a little bit because it is to their benefit to be one of the bodies that actually contributes most of the technology.
Yeah.
Both from a PR perspective and from a how can we like create devices tailored to us in the future perspective. That would be my assumption.
Yeah, if I'm just like putting together pieces of what I think I know about Qi charging and what I seem to have observed over the time we've used iPhones about Apple, is like we kind of see this trajectory towards them moving towards wireless charging for the default, for the standard, maybe getting rid of the port, right? So they make a lot of money on iPhone's Lightning accessories. That doesn't exactly exist right now with MagSafe. I guess you can say there's still made for iPhone through making MagSafe accessories. But if you're still able to, like if Moment keeps doing what they're doing with a magnet, Apple doesn't make money from that necessarily because it's not made for iPhone. So if they can contribute to this Qi 2 standard, which has some of the parts of MagSafe, which is the magnet, which is great, it's an improvement. But then they can say on top of that, they do this extra thing where if you want to make it made for iPhone, we have the chip inside and we have the things that like talk to the iPhone. Then they can say that anyone who wants to make a made for iPhone accessory, MagSafe, will make money from that. And then people who want to get special highlighting in our store or who want to sell a lot of things should probably include that if they want to make an iPhone accessory. And then Android will just have magnets and we'll say we contributed to that, which is cool. And they'll say they also probably contributed to less waste, energy efficiency, etc. It's a good look for Apple.
That is something they noted. They were like, in the Business Wire article, they were like, this will reduce waste from cables. And it's like, well, we're also going to have more wireless cables sitting around. And like the MagSafe like brick that you have to plug, like the puck that you have to plug into a port anyway.
Yeah. Wired.
Yeah. I guess it's just that they're saying, which is, and you told me this before we were talking about this earlier. My first thought on this is like, oh, they're allowing all of this to happen. Is this their kind of step towards the like, they're getting trouble in the EU right now because they don't have a common charging port. It might be too late already because I think you mentioned that that EU law says it needs to be USB-C. Maybe this is something in the future getting ahead of that so they don't wind up creating MagSafe and then the rest of it goes portless and then they have to create something else. I don't really know there. I also think on top of what both of you said was like they're getting ahead of the game is ultimately these are just magnets in the back of a phone. I don't think they can really protect that for so long. We're seeing cases do it already. I don't know.
So I'd say there's a difference between in the case and in the phone. And I think the thing that makes MagSafe so good is there's a magnetic array alongside the coils in the back of the phone, and there's a magnetic array that matches with opposite polarization in the charger. So they just connect really easily. And if you have those magnets in just the phone and not the charger, it works okay. But if you have the magnets not in the phone, like if you try to put a Pixel on a MagSafe puck, it doesn't stick. It just like works like a normal wireless charger, but it might slide just like any other wireless charger.
I don't know copyright law. I just can't imagine getting magnets in a phone could be that hard to get around what the patent of it is. I would probably be surprised. I still don't think it would be that wild.
Yeah, I guess
it's magnets.
You could do we put the magnet paper up to the back of the phone. You can see like the charging coils, and then you see what Apple did, which is like there's a circle of magnets, and there's also a vertical line so that you can orient it in that direction. Yeah. So it lines up on the coils and then snaps in that vertical orientation. Their patent is probably on aligning orientation, so it's not just specific about the shape. I bet we could find this patent, but it's basically just about like, oh yeah, we use magnets to make sure it aligns with the back of the phone, and that's it. We do that. No one else does that, and that's frustrating because no one else
patent
on Apple's thing. So that Apple is in charge of doing that in phones.
I think they have the microprocessor as part of the patent too, because if you look at and we can show this on the podcast, but this is basically the manufacturer sample part that you have to use if you use MagSafe, and it's the ring, but then it's also got like the microprocessor in here. And so I think that is also part of the patent. I don't think that a microprocessor is specifically part of the Qi 2 standard though.
Right. Just the magnets.
I think like what you said,
just the magnets.
I think that processor is going to be the differential, to differentiate
MagSafe.
The MagSafe, the Apple MagSafe, and the wireless standard,
right.
The Qi 2 standard.
It is also confusing that the MagSafe and the Qi 2 standards have slightly different magnetic arrays, though. I just like, I don't know. This is all so vague.
I'm also confused about like, I feel like they use the term array because array doesn't necessarily mean just size. It could be how all the magnets are placed and the strength of all the magnets and everything. So like, maybe if Apple has some sort of patent on a specific array, which to them is the perfect amount of resistance, but also sticking capability, where a different array might connect a little harder, which then is more annoying to take the puck off and stuff, or not enough, so then it's more annoying to attach to a car mount or something like that. Array feels so vague, and like you said, this is getting announced end of the year. I think it's just the easiest way to pretty much say nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip. While you guys are hitting the like button, I want to tell a quick anecdote. You know how we were saying that AirPods are really good stocking stuffers?
Oh wait, no,
AirTags.
What did I say?
AirPods.
I mean, AirPods are a great stocking stuffer.
I meant AirTags. But what I actually also just recently remembered is somebody did give somebody AirTags as a stocking stuffer, and the person owned an iPhone, and the iPhone started to tell them that some new pair of AirTags was following them around at their own house.
What?
Because they'd already taken it out the box and like activated it and put them in the stocking. So if you're going to get somebody AirTags as a stocking stuffer, don't activate it.
Let them set it up.
Otherwise, it'll spoil the whole thing.
The Christmas spirit.
You hit the like button by now? Good.